I'm in my reading era right now, and while I am busy collecting books and putting together a little collection of all my favorite authors, I'm also putting together some sets which I will then put together on another bookshelf that I'm hoping to get together. And I thought, what a fun way of collecting books that's also free and frugal is by visiting some little free street libraries. And of course, I've got books that were donated to me from various locations, some from the Buy Nothing group, and other people have given me things. At the end of the day, if there's books on the table at bingo, I'll take them so I can redistribute them through the Buy Nothing group as well. And I thought, let's do something fun. So I visited some street libraries, and the rules were I had to leave a book for every little library that I visited and put a book in to replace anything that I took out. So some visits was just a visit and others were quite successful. So come and join me with the journey and let's have some fun together. So streetlibrary.org.au is where you want to go for all the information. Here you can find a place or look to set one up, any information that you need. You can check on the state that you live in and really zone in to where you do live. You can make a little map yourself. You can click on certain ones and they'll bring up a picture and they'll tell you all about it. There's also a contact us. So like a couple of places I went to, I couldn't find it. So I contacted them and they were able to say, yes, we have confirmed that this library is no longer existent, which really helps other people. So as you know, I have spent a little while sorting out all of the books that we do have and making sure that I've got them all set together. The first little street library I went to is near the church of where I teach Zumba, and I love this little library. It used to be at the hall where I teach Zumba, but when they renovated it, the box got moved to the church and now it's outside, and they've got a nice little plaque in here as well dedicating to the man that used to run the massive book sale that they would have once a year, and he is now retired. You can see the sign just there on the left, and so now they have this little free street library, which is really good. Checking out the books, there's always a lot of books in this one, which I love. It's such a big box as well. I picked up this book for my daughter because it has one of her favorite authors, John Green. So I'm going to take that one, and I'm going to leave two books, one for visiting and one for taking a book. I had this women's fellowship book, so I thought that was appropriate for outside of the church. And I've actually revisited this box the following week, and both of my books are gone, so hopefully someone is enjoying them. The next little free street library took me a while to find. It is tucked away, but I'm glad that I got to visit it. It looks so cute, and I had to park down the road and walk up the hill. Sadly, nothing in here today, so we will leave a book for someone else to enjoy. The next one I had is actually across a main road, and there was nowhere safe to stop, so I stopped over in a side street. So I'm taking a bag of books with me in the hopes that we can find a couple of books, because I don't want to just carry one book over there and then find out I owe the box some more books. So I can see some books in there that my mum would read, but she's not quite into all of the murder mystery anymore. This book was so funny. I have it on my list as a ebook to read, so it's good to see that it is a real book. But I'm not going to pick it up because I will listen to it as an ebook. So many of the covers catch my attention with the colors. They're gorgeous. So I'm going to leave two books here, one for visiting and one for taking a book, and I'll show you in a minute what I did pick up. And then I had another look through because I didn't realize there was a second layer, so I've left another book here to replace it. It is super windy out there. I'm running across the main road. So I've picked up two books. This is a new author. I have 2 or 3 of her books at home, so I'm happy to pick this up. I haven't done my research to work out what I do and don't have, but this didn't spark any that's familiar. So if not, it might be going back in the bag to go to another street library. And then I picked up this one, The Last Garden in England. I was attracted to the cover. That's how I pick a lot of books, if they're like a pastel, pinks, greens, blues, etc. And then this one, as I'm reading the back of it, it has 1907, so I was like, click, I'm in, and then it turns, the widowed mistress is clinging to pre-war life as the place is turned into a convalescent hospital in 1944. And I was like, okay, that's the history and the sort of books I want to read. On to the next. This would have to be my favourite of the day. Look at that, the TARDIS. How clever. I'm sorry, but this was just absolutely amazing. And also so clean in there as well. For so many of the street libraries being outside, people really are taking a lot of time and effort to look after everything, which is amazing. Again, I loved having a little look through, and I love that there's a lot of kids' books in here as well. Sadly, nothing for me today, so I will leave a book on my visit. This one, I actually know who lives here, and she is on it with her little book library. She's always out here filling it with books and taking care of it, and she has a little grow free section on the side as well, which I know she's on. I found a Bridgerton book, which is exciting because I am wanting to add that to my collection, so I've left a book and then also replaced the book. Another little street library on my way through. It actually caught the corner of my eye before I saw it on the map, which was cool. I'm picking up 2 Colleen Hoover books. They're for a friend of mine. She's been trying to collect some, so I'm glad that I was able to help her out. I'm replacing them with the 2 books of these my mum's actually read, and then here is a book for visiting. So thank you, little street library, for having me. Another little one. This is near one of my Zumba places as well, which is cool, and they always have a good wide selection of books. I'm going to pick up, did I pick that one up? No, I didn't. Again, I'm drawn by covers, what can I say? And I did see this one. This is the Outlander series, so I'm definitely going to pick that up because I want to collect the series. So a book for visiting and a book to replace the book. I did check this also out the following week, and both of my books are gone. The little library on Lloyd, this is really cute. They've got a little fridge and they've been able to take out one of the shelves so fit more books in there, and they had a really great selection in there, and they have a little children's section in there as well as the adult section. So I've taken 3 books, so replaced the 3 and then left 1 in there for visiting. So just a little fun experiment. It was sort of following a bit of a map. I made a bit of a plan. I think it's best if you can sit down at a computer and put the map up and then maybe write down some directions of where to go, because if you like turn off your phone or go to another page, the map resets back to Australia, so you have to keep pressing on it again to hone in, and then you have to use 2 fingers to move around the map to find what you're looking for, and it can be very touch sensitive, or at least on my phone. So I think if I could write a list out, it would probably work a little bit better. But I was able to get some books for my daughter, for myself, for a friend, collect some sets, and then if I don't decide to keep the sets, I can pass them on. But I figure it's a way of, you know, take a book, leave a book, share a book. It's all a lot of fun. So if you have any free little street libraries, check them out in your area. Go to the website as well, because they're always looking for people to set little libraries up. As I mentioned, I did find 2 or 3 that don't exist anymore, and when I contacted them, I was like, oh, thank you so much for reaching out. We have contacted the person, and yes, the library no longer exists. And like I said, the church isn't an official street library, but everyone knows that it's there. And I know other people that have little libraries that aren't officially registered either, because I think you have to buy the plate to register, but still it's only $20, and it's a bit of fun for the community as well. So if you check it out, let me know, because it is a lot of fun. Thank you so much for watching. I so appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.